What's up, YouTubers? This is Justice from Pajos. In this video, I'll be showing you the easy way to make this tubular back handle using your sewing machine instead of hand stitching. This method, I call it pulling in method because you don't have to put your tube inside the leather before you stitch it. You have to stitch the leather first, then put your tube inside the leather. I will show you how to do this. This saves a lot of time because unlike the conventional method where you have to put the tube, glue it to the leather, then join the leather and then start hand stitching it, which takes a lot of time. In this method, you just need to glue the leather together, stitch it with your sewing machine, then put in the tube or rope, whichever one you use. In my case, I normally like to use rope like this. One thing you need specifically, you need a rope. Then you need a flexible metal wire which you use to put in your tube or your rope. And also you need a double-sided tape. This is just for you to be able to hold the leather together while stitching it in your sewing machine. Then you need a masking tape. I will show you what I will use this for. If you haven't watched my videos, you'll see this is how I used to make this kind of handle. It's very easy and very fast. Doesn't consume your time. So this is the bag I'm making now. This is where this handle goes in. It goes in like this. So that's it. So how do you start? You cut out your strip of leather first. This strip of leather it depends on the size of handle you want to make. It doesn't have a specific size, but this is 60 centimeter long and 4.5 centimeter wide. So you cut it out first. Then I use a non-moving backing to make the leather stiff enough. So what I will, this is an adhesive non-moving backing. You can use whichever backing you are familiar with. But just put a backing to stiffen the leather enough. So what I have to do is I place my strip of leather on the backing, put it like this. It's now stiff enough. Then I made this edges. What I need to do is here comes the masking tape. I use the masking tape to hold these ends. Make sure that it aligns well. do the same for the other end of the leather strip. Make sure everything aligned well. The next thing to do is to cut out these ends. You can use whatever cutter you have. What I do is lightly press my cutter and start cutting it. Do it gently so that you don't have to mess up the job. The job needs to be neat enough so that you have a very neat handle. So that's how the end will look when you cut it out. You do the same with this end. And the next thing is to cut out the excess backing material. So when you cut it out, it will look like this. The next step is to join the two ends together. But before you do that, you have to, in this case, this will fold here when you press it in the back, on the back. So you have to first mark out the position where this will be. Because that's the place you start sewing from. I use a silver pen to tack it this way. Enable me to know this is where I will start stitching. The same thing I have to do the other end. Then I use my double-sided tape. I start from the point I marked because I don't need tape, I don't need adhesive in the other parts except this place. Then I run it through till it meets the other point at the other edge. I use my awl to peel off the upper edge. Then carefully I make sure everything is aligned. It's good to use stitching clips to hold it while you are aligning it. And it's also important to get it aligned because you don't want to start sanding it down. That will mostly make your job messy. So the next stage we do is to go over to my sewing machine. Then I run stitch here. So let's get over. So what I do is I roll down the needle and make sure it is at the point I marked where the stitching will start. Punch it down a little bit to hold the leather. I put my laser light on so that my stitch will be in line as possible I can. Then hold the excess thread backward, apply a little bit pressure, then you start stitching. When you reach the other end, you just go slowly to make sure that you stop at the point you marked where the stitch will stop. One more stitch. Yeah. Job done. This saves a lot of time. You would have used hand stitching this. Now let's go over to the workbench and finish it off. Here comes the magic part. What I will do is to place this thread in the needle the normal way you press here. your thread when you are hand stitching a leather. Then I use my awl and I punch a hole through this rope. I put the thread through it. Then I shear it off. I try to make a knot at the end with the two ends of the thread. Then using my flexible metal wire, I make a knot around it like this. Then the next thing we do is to run this thread inside this leather tube with the help of the flexible wire. You can get the thread inside it smoothly. When it comes at the other end, I simply hold the thread, then I pull the wire out. I don't need it anymore. Now what I have is, I have my tube or my rope I'm going to put inside the leather here. Then I have the thread outside here. What I do is I hold it. I make sure the tube is inside, then I push it in. I put it in. That's the putting in method. It's going smoothly. You can see I'm putting from this side. Then I'll be washing it as it goes. Once it reaches the point I want it to reach here, I stop. You are not wasting your thread. All you have to do is, you can untie it if you want, you can cut it if you want, but let's just untie it to save the thread. Try to grip this so that you don't pull the tube out. You grip it, then you just pull the thread. It's off. Your tubular bag handle is here. You can see I saved a lot of time gluing the tube inside the leather and hand stitching it. This way you can hand stitch it in your sewing machine very fast, pull it in very fast, and you have your handle. The next step in this handle is you have to treat the edges. So this is your handle. Thanks for watching the video. If this video is helpful for you, consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, put a like the video and share it with your friends. It might help. Also put a comment on what you would like me to do and what you think about the method I've shown you. This helps me with the algorithm. I'm a new channel here. I started this newly, so I need a lot of help I can get from you guys. Thanks for watching. I will upload video on how I made this bag later when I finish it. So stay tuned with my channel. There are more things to come, more interesting videos to come. So this is how the bag will look. Great. See you next. Thanks for watching.